y'all need to do some reading because me and Phil
Mm-hmm.
have been watching The English Teacher. And Phil,
Mm-hmm.
can I be honest? I'm really excited. Season 2, yeah. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
excited to talk about it, actually. Um, I'm
Oh,
very excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
okay.
if you guys don't recall, me and Phil talked about the first season probably a few
Mm,
weeks ago, I think now. Yeah,
yeah.
a few weeks ago. And at least for me, I was a little bit tamer on it. I wasn't
Mm,
obsessed. I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. I think I gave it like a 7. I was like, right? I
we
think I
both
gave
gave
it
it
like
a
a 7.
seven.
Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. And I was like, this show's good. It's funny. It has its episodes, but I just didn't think any of the characters were super likable.
Mm.
Phil, I'm happy to report that I think this season is far better than the first season.
Yes,
And
1,000%.
I think the episodes are funnier. I think the characters are
Mm-hmm.
significantly more likable. And that's why, Phil, I'm giving season 2 a 9 out of 10.
Ooh,
I
okay,
loved it. I
okay.
actually loved it.
I can
I've been
see that.
watching it over the past week. I finished it last night, or actually this
Mm.
morning. I finished it this morning, and oh my gosh, dude! Like most episodes were so funny. Dinner
Yeah.
party episode being a standout, the DEI episode being a standout, graduation being
Oh
a
man.
standout. There's just some great episodes here, and their humor
Mm.
is so perfect. But I think restrained the characters a little bit and made them a little bit more likable. Like they didn't have a lot of their flaws just kind of out there, super loud and obvious. Where I wasn't
Mm.
like, dude, why am I supposed to care about anyone here? It was just firing on all cylinders and was more focused on the funny. And I usually don't care about that, but the little narrative that was going on was decent enough to like keep me into it still. So
Yeah.
I was just honestly again just really surprised with this season. It was so good. But Phil, I want to hear what you thought before we get a little bit more into some
No,
specifics.
no problem. Just like you, I thought this season was much better than the first season. I thought it was way more funny. Especially a highlight for me was Rick. I thought Rick was
Oh
much
my gosh,
funny
he's so
this
funny.
season.
Yes, he's so funny.
I'm still trying to decide what my either favorite episode or most funny episode was, only because like there was way too many of them where I was laughing my butt off. Like
Yeah.
I do want to disagree on one point because I do think Evan's flaws were still there. Like he was still I felt like he was still a very self-absorbed person. Still very
Yeah.
like yeah, I'm standing up for this cause, but like because it's important, but also like it has to do with him mainly. Because I know he was like it's always about the students, but I still feel
Yeah.
like it was mainly about him.
You're
But
right.
that's
Yeah.
still not
No.
helping him.
No,
I
you're
still
100% right. Yeah. I think they
yeah
just made him more likable. I think
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, him, the actor. I'm gonna pull up his name really fast. He made the show. Like this is his show. So
Brian
Brian Jordan
Jordan.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
He made the show, and I think he did a great job with his character on I don't know making. I think what it is not that his flaws were more suppressed, but I think they like show a lot more reasons to why he is the way that he is.
Yeah.
And I think you could see that with the episode with his mom. I think that was a great episode. I think that was a
Yeah.
great story episode. I don't know. I liked his character a lot more than I did the first season. And it
Mm,
could also just be the effect of like the reason why I love like TV like this is you kind of just
mm,
grow. These characters grow on you. Like the more you
yeah.
see them, the more you spend time with them. It's like you're sitting at the table with them at in the
Mm,
cafeteria. I don't know. There's just something about them where I was just like, oh no, these guys are a lot more funnier. But you're right, self-absorbed. And sorry, I'll let you talk in just 1 second.
no,
I
no,
have a
no
lot to
problem.
say. Self-absorbed, yes, but there's a lot more moments where he was going out of his way for people. Like
Yeah.
he has a conversation with Marky, and remember that when Marky talks about his church,
I was
and
just about to bring that
yes,
up.
when Marky talks about his church, and he's like, "Hey man, I don't think this is working for me anymore," and like Evan doesn't tell him, yeah, like that's dumb, whatever, you should just move on. He like tells him like, okay, like what's going on? He tries to talk him through it, and then he's like, Marky, you do realize I think you're not gaining out of this because you literally can't gain. You don't know what they're saying. But like it's moments like that that I felt that the first season didn't. I felt like the
Mm,
characters were a lot more butting heads. And
mhm.
while in this season they were still butting heads, they were still making time for each other and to like actually
Yeah.
like talk things through. Especially
You know
like
what?
Marky's relationship with a Gwen too was another big thing.
Mhm,
And Evan was like actually helping, you know?
mhm.
So or kind of helping, not really helping, but definitely
No.
talking to him.
Yeah. Like I think Marky, Gwen, Evan, definitely Rick. I'm so glad they used Rick way more in this season. I'm sorry. I really got to point that out. Rick is my MVP of this season.
He's so funny.
But they did a much better job of like you said, making them more likable. Because I like Rick now. I'm rooting for Rick. But they also did something else that I was talking about last season that I think they definitely put a little bit more emphasis on. They use the students a little bit more. Like
Yes.
each episode, like I know there was a dinner party one, but there was still a lot of times where they were still at the school or still in the area and they were doing a lot of crazy funny stuff with the students. Like I
Hmm.
want to shout out what's his name? Jeff, I believe. Jeff is so unbelievably funny in the show. He's the kid
Oh,
who's
you're talking
like
about the white kid with he always had
yeah,
yes, that kid is so funny. Oh
he's
my
so
god.
funny in the show, bro. Him and what's her name? Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany's so stinking funny. That episode where she's taking her SAT test or something in the gym, and she's just like, "You can't ask me that, guys. I'm trying to take my test. Please be quiet." And then Principal, what's his name? Principal Grant is like, "She's using us. You can tell she's using us." And then she goes outside because she's taking her like 10-minute break or 15-minute break, and she starts dancing on the track. I was like, "Bro, this Tiffany's so stinking funny." I just am appreciating more that they use the students just like I wanted them to, and they also made the teachers like way more funny and use
Way
way
more
more.
funny.
Yeah, but what's it called? The Did you have any other thoughts before I go into my thoughts? I know you have a lot to say,
No, you
but
keep going, please. We'll talk. We'll discuss now.
bro, like the episode when they're in the what's it called? The lockout, the high school lockout or the
Oh yeah,
midnight
yeah, yeah. That's a
thing,
good episode.
and they find out about the students doing the what's it called? Doing
The like scavenger hunt.
the scavenger hunt, the nasty scavenger hunt, and Gwen just goes, "I gotta call somebody, but you're not gonna like it." And she calls, I believe, Cody's mom or what's her name?
Yeah, the lady from the first season on the camping trip where she was just like really weird and she kept saying like they're gonna do this thing, but then she was like weirdly like, she was just
Obsessed with
weird.
knowing.
Yeah, she was just weird. But yeah, that was a good. Really fast, just really fast. The girl you were talking about in that episode, her name was Chelsea.
Mhm.
Her name was Chelsea. You said Tiffany. I just want to make that correction.
Oh, my bad.
You're
Her
talking about
name is
Chelsea. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Sorry, she is so unbelievably funny, bro, and I'm glad they brought her back. And I hope
Yeah.
that they make that a season thing where like they just bring her in like for no like either for a reason or no reason, just to like weird out the students or like
Yeah, she's a
even
really
weird
good
out.
character.
She's so funny, bro. I need to see her in more stuff. What was it called? The twins thing that she said. You guys ever heard about the double decker twins or something?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
I was like, oh my gosh,
So
shut up.
bad. So bad. It's so nasty. I think for me, I love the DEI episode. That
Oh,
episode
that
was
was a good
so
episode.
funny, so
That was
funny.
a very good
And I
episode.
think it's where I think this show shines is it
Mhm.
takes like current events and current like discussions going on in like politics, real life, whatever,
Mhm.
and like really like puts them front and center and like makes an
Mhm.
entire episode about that. Like there's the eco-friendly episode too, which is so funny.
Yeah.
But the DEI episode for me had me crying when Evan finds out he was a DEI hire, and then immediately his worldview shifts. He's like, okay, wait, but I should be getting hired on like because I'm a great teacher, not because. And I don't know, that twist was so funny. And then when his boyfriend's telling him like, okay, how about you try act like a straight guy, go to my job and get an interview, and then the boss immediately sniffs him out, and he's like,
Yeah.
Evan, look, I know you don't have to put on a facade. I'm gay, all right. I'm gay, all right. And I can tell by your butt that you're also Colombian, so that's why we hired you. And the way I lost it, I literally couldn't stop laughing. I was like, that's so funny. Such a
His
good episode.
face when he hears him say that, he just looks so defeated. He was like, "Oh, I got the job because I'm a straight male, right? I know you're gay, bro. It's cool. I'm gay too." And he's just like,
So
"Oh."
good. So funny, dude. It's stuff
Can,
like that.
can we talk about the real best episode though? I think I picked out my favorite. Can we
Hmm.
talk about the COVID play?
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, that was so funny. So good.
They're just like, we don't want to do this play no more, bro. We thought this be way more serious. Like we thought we would be able to connect to it. You guys, but this was a serious time. Like people didn't know if AIDS. Like remember, they're like, we didn't know if COVID was gonna kill us, bro. Nobody knew if AIDS was gonna kill anybody. And then they were just like, no, we should do a play on COVID. Let's do a play on COVID. And I went, no, there's no way they're doing a play on COVID. And then remember Principal Grant's reaction when he said, when
Like,
Evan was like, they want to do a play on COVID. He's like, oh, people love COVID. I love COVID. I was like,
Dude, yeah, no. When the teachers were, not the teachers, when everyone was sitting for the play and they're crying, like, I remember that. I remember that.
That episode was so stinking good.
It's a really
Whoever wrote that episode needs an award, especially with the DEI. The DEI episode was really good.
This the show, dude, is so funny. I love in the trash episode, in the eco-friendly episode, when Evan takes out all his trash and he sorts everything and he gives them to the guy, and he just like starts grabbing him and throwing it into the trash. He's like, no, those are recycle, and he's like, and then it all goes to the same place. It all goes to the same place. And it's like, what do you mean? I've been sorting out my trash for years, and you're telling me now that it doesn't even matter? And he's like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's so good, dude. I genuinely think the show is genius. It hasn't been renewed, I don't think, yet for a third season. I really hope it does. The show is so dang funny, and I love that FX just keeps pushing these comedies, because they had adults this year too.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to see more from this. I don't know. There's potential here, and especially with where I think the season leaves off. With some of like with obviously Evan and his boyfriend not really working out, and then Gwen and Marky, like Gwen getting married and Marky kind of being upset about it. I think there's just some really good like plot threads that could be explored more. And look, man, stuff's happening all the time, especially nowadays. There's new stuff happening literally every single day. So I can't wait to see what other commentaries and episodes these guys can come up with, because it's so funny.
I just can't wait to see, because the next season is going to be summer school. Like, it's 1000% going to be about summer school.
Think they're going to do that? I thought they would skip over it and they would just start the year.
Well, you know what? I think they might just do one episode, to start it, and then do the rest as the new school season. Because maybe that's just me wishing, because I want to see just a little bit more of these current students, because I love these students. They're
that's
so funny.
True. They did graduate. Honestly, I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see how like the new kids. Like, I'm so excited to see how they like make them funny and they're not just like redos of the OG kids. The OG kids. They're rebooting the classroom. I'm pretty excited. I'm really curious to see. But I loved it. Did you give a number score or no?
My bad. I am giving it an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
8 out of 10. I was close to a 9, but I just want to. I'm still like, wait. I loved it, but I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 just for now.
It's good TV, dude. It's great TV.
Give me your favorite moment of season 2. Just one. Your favorite moment.
Just one. I'll pick something other than the DEI one, because that was specifically my. Oh man, one. I have two others that I can name. Can I name them, please? Yes. Okay. One. This is quick. The like robotic trash harvesting their data was so funny. Like, and it was like complimenting them, and then it started becoming really racist, and it was like organizing them. That had me laughing so hard. Oh my god. But I think the funniest thing this season, and I think it might be the same as yours, is when Marky and Rick are overseeing the SATs, and Rick sits down to take the test, and he's like, I made a bet with the kid, and I was like, you shouldn't be making bets with kids. And he's like, no, trust me, I'm going to take it. And then they like devise a plan to cheat. And then it's like at the end, it's like, I thought one cough was for C. C for cough. C for cough. It couldn't be any more simpler than that. So good, dude. So good.
Bro, you know what's funny? I was going to mention a moment in that exact episode, because my favorite moment, the conversation of that, so funny because it defeated me. I was like, bro, he made it so obvious. 3 coughs equals C. 2 coughs equal B. And he's just like, no, cough. Like, I thought every
cough
answer
starts with C.
I was like, he's like, dang it, I failed the test. But my favorite moment was when he goes up to play, I always forget the stick in sports name. Paddleball? What is it? Pickleball. He goes up. He's about to hit, and his foot goes through the stinking floor, and he goes, and then the episode just ends. Yeah. That's my favorite moment of the season. That's my favorite moment.
That was so funny.
It was so funny.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. I have one more. Gotcha. When Rick is doing, and when it's the seniors' time to get put into college. I think it's the recruiter episode. And Rick's just constantly on the phone, and he's like having conversations. Just that. I don't know. Just that bit was so funny. Great show. I highly recommend it, actually. I think if you like comedies, I don't see why you shouldn't watch this. I think if you don't like more adult, like, I don't know what the word is. I think just for the sake of it, I'll use vulgar. Like, I think because they just cuss a lot. Like, a lot of like the things they joke about are a lot more serious. It's not really lighthearted, I would say. then maybe you wouldn't like it. But if you just like good comedy, dude, watch this show. It's so good.
Yes, please do. Like it's getting to a good point, and I think season 3 is actually going to be a 9 out of 10 season for me.
Yeah,
I think it will.
I
I think
hope
it's going to
so.
be
I hope
extremely
so. They
funny.
keep it up.
I think it's going on a good path. Like gives you like a little taste. Really like try to feel like what exactly who they are in season 2, and then really give you the good stuff in season 3. I think
Yeah,
that's where it's going to go.
I agree.
But
But
did you have
anyways,
anything else you want to say?
nah. You have anything else?
No, sir.
Then let's graduate.